So when he got an arm reach to me, I grabbed him. When I grabbed him, I started hitting him. I started hitting him. He fall, he hollered, he screaming, and the only reason why I got off for him because the police took a fire extinguisher that was in the kitchen, hit me in my back, and that's how I got off for him. So because soon he said, "Well, man, you know what it is." Soon he said that, I don't get a chance for you to go back and do this and do. No, it go down right then with me. That's how I was planning. I learned that.
So I know you did about 27, 28 years in the penitentiary, brother. I know you had to put some work in at one time. What was it like when you had to first put that knife on somebody?
It was 1998. I was at USP Atlanta, and I played basketball real good. So back then, when you played basketball real good, the coaches they buy you clothes and buy you tennis shoes, and they bet on the game. So we was playing a game, and they betted like $1,500 on the game, and I was scoring a lot of points. And when I came down one time for a rebound, one of the guys he just come down. He didn't elbow in my mouth. He just hit me in the mouth with his fist, and he told me, "Come on, let's get it." And I was like, it shocked me. He hit me in my mouth. I was like, man, he got his fist up, but I didn't do nothing. I ran to the bathroom to look and see, and I see all the blood coming out of my mouth, and I see that my teeth is knocked out. So two of my homies, one got 3 life sentence plus 500 years, one got 4 life sentence plus 100 years. They come and ran into me. Now, mindful, all us came in together. You know what I'm saying? And so we got a little bond together. So they were like, yo, come to the chow hall, the dinner time. 'Cause this happened around about 2 o'clock. We was playing the game. I said, listen, at dinner time, come to the chow hall. Just don't let his homie know to get into. I mean, get in it. Cause he was from New York. So you had New York, New Jersey. They was like together. So when dinner time came, I'm in the chow hall. I got a knife strapped to my arm with the shoestring tied to my wrist, just in case. Shoestring tied to your wrist, just in case, so you won't lose your knife. So you won't lose it. So now I got on a long sleeve shirt. So one of the guys from New York named Raheem, he came in. He told me, he said, listen, man, that dude was wrong. We're gonna make him apologize to you, and we're gonna run him up, set him up top. I said, okay. So when the guy come in, I see him in the child, like he see him, so he pointing at me like he saying like, yo, I need to talk to you. So I said, yeah, come on over. So when he got an arm reach, he came over to me. So when he got an arm reach to me, I grabbed him. When I grabbed him, I started hitting him. I started hitting him. He fall, he hollered, he screaming. And the only reason why I got off for him because the police took a fire extinguisher that was in the kitchen, hit me in my back. And that's how I got off for him. So I'm in the hole now about 6, 7 months. So when you stab somebody back then, they put you in the hole, you in the hole by yourself. They ain't gonna put you in the cell with nobody. So the police never knew me. So one day the police came to my door. He was like, Streeter, come here. I was like, man, what's up? He like, man, come to the door. So I get up, come to the door. He said, hey, you know that guy that you stabbed? I was like, yeah, what about him? He said, you know he died, right? So I'm like, all right. He said, well, I'll just letting you know that the man died. I said, all right. So when he left, so I'm going back to my bunk. I'm like saying to myself, I'm like, damn, I'm gonna tell my mom this, man. But eventually he didn't die. He was in a coma like 4 days. I punched his lung. So he didn't die. But that was my first stabbing that I ever had. I mean, my first time that I had was 1998.
1998, you stabbed this dude
Right,
because he punches you in the mouth, knocks your teeth out over a basketball game.
right, exactly.
In the penitentiary, do you feel like, look, man, someone disrespects you like that, you got to handle that business? Even though your homies that had life, they were willing to kill them for you.
Right now, um, back when I came. in 1992, there was a hands-off policy. Hands-off policy meaning that you supposed to, if you get into it with somebody, you supposed to go to their shot caller and let them know, and they put it on their own people. But now, the hands-off policy don't count if a person call you out of your name. They call you the B word, or you know, a name that you know that if you call a person that, you get on the person, but right then, you know what I'm saying? You don't wait and tell nobody. You know what I mean? Because he don't call you the B word and you own him. You know what I'm saying? But further than that, like you get into a person about the microwave or TV or something, and you know, that ain't no big thing. You just go, hey man, listen, this dude, you know what I'm saying? He disrespect me about the microwave, blah, 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 blah. And they'll spread it out. But other than that, though, back then, Atlanta was a dangerous federal prison system because the one before USP when I came, that was Lewisburg, Terre Haute, Leavenworth, and Atlanta. Then you had Marion. Marion was just a lockdown prison. But other than that, though, they'll send you, it's like when you stabbing, most time back then, person like me, I did a stabbing, I stay on the pound. I just go through the hole for a long time. I stay on the pound. They ship the person. Now, when they ship the person, most time people send letters, send kites. But like I say, ain't one for USP, so the letter gonna beat the person before they get there. Now, if the person did something wrong, he gonna get got again.
Let me ask this: where'd you grow up at, brother?
I grew up in Chicago.
What side?
Chicago, West Side Chicago.
West side of Chicago. You become a gang member back then?
Right. West Side Chicago, Cape Town, Kilborn and Maypole.
What gang do you end up joining as a youngster?
Vice Lord,
You become a
CDL.
vice lord. What's that like? Do you have to become a vice lord back then in your neighborhood? Could you just be like,
But
man, I don't want to be involved in anything, or is it
no,
kind of
let,
mandatory?
let, let me explain something to you about that. Now, there's a lot of guys say they from Chicago and they wasn't a gang member. Well, truth be told, they not from Chicago. They from Illinois. They ain't from Chicago. Anybody that's from Chicago, they was a part of a gang. If they're from Chicago, not Illinois, if they're from Chicago, because everybody from Chicago was part of something, a part of a gang in Chicago. This is just how it was.
What
Now,
was your life like growing up, though? Was it violent in that neighborhood back then?
yeah. It was. Well, see, growing up in the gang, you gonna see gangs and you gonna see guys, and you wanted to be like them or be a part of them. But well, it wasn't. It's not that easy because you got to put in mad work and you got to learn a lot of stuff about it. But as you get older, and we young, I came in the game on age of 13. And as you get older and older, you realize that the game was not what you thought it was because now you're learning the ins and out. Games is about helping people. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Getting the playgrounds and stuff back. You know what I'm saying? And helping the elder people. You know what I'm saying? Doing good. But as you get older, you realize that the people, you know, you started working for them, drugs and stuff like that, and you be like, man, I didn't know it was like that. So once you get older and older and older, see, I left that, and one of the main reasons why I left Chicago, I came down to North Carolina because of that reason. Because my mother, she didn't want to see me um like die or whatever or get, you know what I'm saying, or get hurt. So she seen that the guys that I was hanging with, you know, and she seen that. So she moved me down south.
When was that? When did she move you down south?
I came down south in 81.
In 1981, but you're from
Right.
Chicago. So you end up going
Right.
to federal prison. What do you go to federal prison for?
I'm in the federal prison for armed bank robberies. I had 6 banks with guns, and they gave me 640 months. They gave me 45 years for the guns, 8 years for the robbery.
How old were you at that time, Streeter?
I was 24, just turned 24.
Just turned 24, you get 45 years. I feel your pain. I was 24 and
But
got 40, right?
now I got more than 45 years. I got 45 years for the guns.
And then
Then I
8
got
on top of that.
right 8 on top of that, which is 53 years and 3 months.
Did you think you were never getting out of prison when you got that sentence back then? Were you like, it's over with?
Well, this is the thing. When I got my sentence and when I went to prison, they give you um, a sheet, a table sheet, tell you when you gonna get out, whatever. I got a date, but my date was 2040. 2040 was my release date. So now I'm adding up the time, like, man, I'm gonna be 71, 72 years old. Oh no, like I'm gonna die in here. But my friends who I told you that were trying to help me on my first stabbing, they paperwork say what? Deceased. So, they feel like, man, I'm gonna die here. So everybody was telling me, said, man, you do got a date. But how I got a date, I'm gonna be 71 years old. They wanted me to do 48 years and 2 months before I get released.
So you went in at 24, and
Hmm.
your release date will be when you're 71. You're going to go out to a world that you don't know. An old man missed the best years of your life for robbing a
Right,
couple banks. How much money did you end up with
right.
out of all them banks?
For the banks, well, the most money we ever got was 700 some thousand. So I guess probably altogether like a million something.
Was it
So
worth going to
all
prison at
together.
hold up. Was it
Nah,
worth going to prison at 24 and getting out when you were 71?
no, no, it won't worth the money is not worth the time.
So all these years later, how much of that money you got left?
None. None.
So in the end, it was all for nothing.
Exactly. Only thing was at the end was a learning lesson for me. It was a learning lesson, man. I
So
learned a lot.
you're in federal prison. You said that was your first stabbing. What was your second?
Right. My second stabbing, I was at let me see. Come on. Oh, I was at Lewisburg. I was in Lewisburg, and Lewisburg was doing. I mean, it was a it was an area where it was real rough, man. You had a lot of um BGFs, the black mafia out of Philly, and you had the real ABs from California there. And during this time, it was a riot between the Muslims and the ABs. Well, after that happened, during the riot, it was like the whites against the blacks, and you know, every black man was for themselves during that time.
So it was live or die at that moment.
Right, exactly. Because, you know, a lot of people I see that a lot of people don't know that about the ABs, the real ones from California. They don't even talk to black people at all unless it's business. Now you got the ABTs and the Iron Nation, whatever. Dudes out of Alabama, Texas. There's not no reals out of California. Ain't none of them in the USP no more. All of them is in 88. I know three of them personally. I know them. They don't talk to black people unless it's business. If it ain't business, they ain't talking to you. Don't
So
speak to them. They ain't talking to you.
you said you know them, but you know them why?
Yeah.
Because you had to do business with them?
Well, yeah, I know, yeah. I mean, like, know them. I used to see them, and plus, yes, I did some business with them because like even the mafia, the Mexican mafia. You got a guy called, saying, some it's a black hand. Well, one of the black hands, I know one of the black hands is my co-defendant in prison. in the feds. You know what I'm saying? And so that's crazy because a lot of people ask me, say, man, how one of them your co-defendant? Well, look, we was at Allenwood and we came on the bus together. And he can't come on the compound, right? But he can't refuse the compound either. You see what I'm saying? So he came out there anyway. When he came out there, he came out, the men came out there together. And the next day, he done made him a weapon. And the first dude he see, the Mexican he see that know one of the enemy, he stabbed me and him together we going to the to the laundry to get our clothes. But he see one of them. When he stabbed him, he stabbed him, he threw the knife. When he threw the knife, I stepped on the knife. And the only reason why I got put in the hole because I had blood on my blue deck shoes, because we still had the decks on. And I had blood on my shoes, so they took me to jail. So they asked me where you get this blood from. Anyway, make a long story short, I didn't tell. So they end up, his name is Bosco. That's the black hand name. His name is Bosco. And when he told me, he said, listen, man, you my friend. He said, anywhere you go, if you see Mexican Mafia, tell them my name, and they gonna contact me. And look, in 2000, let me see, 11. In 2000, let's see, 11, yeah, 2000, let me see, 2012. I was in Colorado, Come From the Smooth program, and I see one of the black hands. So I tell one of the Mexicans, I say, hey man, I need to talk to your leader. So they go to him. He come back. They told me, say, yeah. He said, yeah, talk to you. So when I went to him, I said, listen, man, one of your guys is my co-defendant. He said, one of your guys is co I said, yeah. I said, his name is Bosco. He said, okay, well, all right. Thank you for telling me. So look, 2 days later, they come and get me. He said, my boss need to see you. I go to see him. He said, listen, it was confirmed that you is, he say, that you is his co-defendant, on a case. He say, to give you anything you want and blah, 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 blah. He said, you will never have no problems here. You know what I mean? So that's how that worked.
Let me ask you this. You say you were his co-defendant. Did they charge you with another case?
No, they ain't talking with another case. I mean, my co-defendant is that they just put me with him. We tossed our co-defendant because I stood up for him. Like I said, I stepped on a knife for him. We threw the knife. I just stepped on it. You know what I'm saying? But they took me to jail. They took me to the hole because I had blood on my shoe. And they were trying to tell me, well, we know that you ain't did no stabbing. We just want you to get on the stand against him. I'm like, nah. I said, nah, man, I'm not doing that. I don't know what happened. I said, the only thing I knew, I was just standing there. I just got on the ground. The noose went off. I said, I ain't know the knife was there. That's what I told him. And he respected that.
Listen, let me take you back to the AB and the blacks, going to war,
Right,
right?
right.
In Lewisburg. You ended up stabbing someone there. Did you stab a white dude over there?
Yes.
How many times you stabbed the white dude?
Probably like 6 or 7 times. I had an ice pick because it was either they were going to get us or we get them. Because it all started behind the ABs, with 3 of them. They stepped to the Muslims, which is all the Muslims, a lot of them were older. They was out of Philly. But the AB was telling them that they got a hit on one of the Muslims, which was a white Muslim from the 80s. He had turned he was the AB, he was the ex-AB turned Muslim. So they telling them, man, listen, we got a hit on him, and we got to take care of. So the Muslims say, listen, he with us. Everything he did in the past, is in the past. They keep saying, listen, we ain't got no beef with y'all. We not beefing with y'all. We talking about him. They keep talking about, man, he with us. Well, the next day, the same white Muslim, they kill him the next day. The next day,
The
the
AB's
night,
killed him.
right, the next day. So now they went and took all the ABs and put them in the hole. Well, you got some white guys, they call they trying to be one of them or whatever.
Were they Nazi lowriders?
No, they would not that one was not some they call them start with an S, man. They like synthesizers or something like that. They wanted to be one of them. So anyway, when we came out of lockdown, we stayed on lockdown for like 4 days, almost a week. We came out of lockdown, the Muslim grabbed one of them and killed one of them. It was four bodies doing that thing. Two blacks and two whites. You get killed.
And this was at Lewisburg.
Yes, at Lewisburg.
Lewisburg,
Yeah,
Lewisburg riots, right?
right. Lewisburg. Um, what's the dude that just got out? He was there. Rayford Evans. Um, a lot of big names that was there during that time when that happened.
Let me ask you this though. You stabbed the white dude 6 or 7 times. Was it
Right.
just the first white dude you seen, or were you guys
No,
battling, or was it just like, yo,
no.
there's a white dude, I'm
Well,
stabbing him?
well, it was like right here, right? When when the dudes go off, when the dudes go off, and we know that it's a black and white thing. We don't know if the white guy don't control a black guy because we had a thing where everybody, when we came out lockdown, all the black had to walk in threes because this is how it was because they was on some real get back. You know, the AB that sent word out, you know what I'm saying, to the white guy who tried to be like them or wanted to join them or whatever, or be a part or get part of them, they had sent kites out. So the white guy that was getting like the last black dude to get killed, he was an old man, and we told everybody to come to the chow hall. But if you don't want to eat, you still got to come to the chow hall. Where he didn't go. He's still in the cell. And I guess some white guys that went by and seen him in the cell, they ran in the cell and they killed him.
Didn't even matter if he's ever done anything wrong. It's just like, man, we're
Exactly.
just gonna start killing
Right.
people on both sides.
Right. Right. I mean, to be honest with you though, it ain't about you trying to kill the person. You know what I mean? Because when a person die, I don't think I don't think really most of the people when they stab somebody, they ain't trying to kill them. It's just, you know what I mean? He just what artery or whatever, you know what I'm saying, get hit, you know what I'm saying, he died. Because even me, when I had 4 stabbings in my whole 28 years in the federal prison. And all them four, I didn't want nobody to die. But at the time when you stabbing, you don't think about that. You just trying to get the person off you and you trying to do what you do.
So after you stab this dude, do you end up getting transferred? What happens to
Yeah,
you?
yeah. Yeah, I got transferred then. I got transferred because he's like, you get caught up in the ride. I got transferred. Yeah, I got transferred then.
You said you had 4 stabbings, Streeter.
Right.
So that was your second one. What was your third one?
Right. Uh, my third one was at Big Sandy. It was 2008. 2008. Because I left Big Sandy with the pull up. But yeah, my third one was 2008.
Who'd you stab at Big Sandy and why?
A dude from DC. Because what happened was when I get there, the DC and the GDs they got into it. They got into it about I don't know about 2 or 3 months before I got there or whatever. And um the DC dude, they like 700 deep on the compound. And they won't let no GD walk the yard at the time. So a lot of people be thinking guys from Chicago when they say they from Chicago, first thing they think, oh, you GD, you know what I mean? And so the dude when I came in that unit, I was in A, I was in so first I was in C4. I was in I was in A3. I was in A3. And when I get there, when I get in the dude said, man, you from Chicago? I said, yeah. So you GD? I said, nah, I ain't GD. He said, oh, okay, cause we don't let GD work. I said, yeah, I heard about it. I said, but I don't fight for it. But one of the guys, one of the dudes, the guy from DC, he was like, man, I believe he GD, man. He just coming up. But I heard that, right? So I stepped to the dude. I said, hey man, listen, I'm not GD, man. I said, I got a hat and a cane on my arm. Hat and canes, and I said, I got number 5 on my arm. I said, 5 is what I'm under. I said, the hat and cane, that's our symbols. So he looking. But like I say, a lot of people don't know about games, man. They don't know how Chicago work. But anyway, make a long story short, he's still talking his no about, man, I think he GD. Now, mindful now, he's able like 14 of us on the pound. So $14 on the pound, and we were out there in Inez, Kentucky. I'm like, man, I ain't trying to be out here no way. So I tell my guys, listen, man, look, these dudes from DC, man, because at Big Sun they got all the sales and that they run the TV. You know what I mean? I said, listen, man, this is what I'm gonna do. Soon as that dude get out of line, that's the dude I'm gonna get. And sure enough, we in the unit. We in the unit, and my seller from Chicago, but my seller had heart problems. So he go to the hospital. So now, mindful now, when I come in the cell, my seller tell me, he said, listen, man, he said, now, this is a really a DC sale. He said, but I'm paying for the sale. I'm buying the sale for us. So I told him, I said, man, you already paid. He said, I ain't gave him all the money yet. He said, but I'm paying him. It's okay. When my seller go to the hole, the same dude, him, and two of his homies, they come to my cell. They say, hey man, you know, this our sale. And you know, you gotta give us our sale. I said, no, my homie said he paying for this. He said, man, we don't know anything about that. We let you know tomorrow you gotta be on the sale. So I go to the yard, I tell my homie them what's going on. They were like, man, what you gonna do? I said, man, listen, I'm gonna butcher this dude. Now, mindful, ain't but one, it ain't but two of us in the unit. So I tell my homie in the unit, I said, listen, man, come out. I said, man, look, I'm gonna catch this dude, I'm gonna butcher him. I said, go ahead and pack your stuff now, because there's two things gonna happen. If you don't do nothing, they gonna get you, and if you don't do nothing, the guys gonna get you. He said, man, I'm ready. As soon as he came out, I see the dude, I see him. So now he's standing talking to his homie now. So I'm waiting to catch him by himself. So now here he come. He come walking. When he come walking, I was on him. I was on him. I didn't see none of that. I didn't see the other 85, 95 dude that's in the unit from DC. I didn't see none of that. My motto is to get your man. And that's what I did. Then my homie came. My homie, he saying, he did a few poking, whatever. But so they knew they had to do some, to do them. But DC, they tried to come, but the police really, I can say this right here, police really saved me, but saved me and my homie because they came so fast. You know what I'm saying? But that's what it was.
So you're stabbing him. He don't have a knife on him. He's not trying to stab
Nah,
back.
nah, he ain't, because it's so many of them in the unit, he ain't think about that.
What was he doing when you were stabbing him? Was he screaming, trying to get away, fight back?
Yeah, he was trying to fight back. He wasn't screaming though. He was trying. He all day he was saying he was calling for his home and them, but it was too late. I was on him. I was on him. Cause once he hit him, once I hit him, I clip his feet so he can fall to the floor, and I was on him.
How many times you hit him?
Mm, I don't know, man. I came about, I guess, 10, 12 times. I was just poking with the ice pick.
So you had an ice pick on him.
Yeah, the ice pick. Yeah, ice pick. You can really maneuver better. You know
So
what I'm saying? I mean,
after you stab this dude in Big Sandy and you're in the hole, he goes to the hole too, I'm sure.
right,
Right?
right.
You guys see each other? Is he in a cell near you? Is he calling you out
Now,
in the cell like, oh, you punk motherfucker, any of
oh
that?
yeah, we ain't want on the same tier, but we used to go outside and wreck together. So we used to go outside and wreck, and sometimes I pass him, he talking, he try to spit on me and whatever, and he telling the police, oh, um, put him in his put him in this cage. He can come in this cage and blah blah blah. But the police already had the separate uh chalk thing. He said, "Oh no, he can't come in here and whatever." But you know, I won't go refuse to go in there. You know what I'm saying? I just like When I get by there, police stop, whatever. I look to see how many people in the cage. You know what I'm saying? I mean, hey, see, because one thing about the game, you can't refuse nothing. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna refuse. You know, I did what I did. But I ain't never get to we ain't never get to every get. But I can tell you this: what happened though. I can tell you this: when I got the pole out, 'cause I got shit to pole out. When I went to pole out, I was on the compound about a month, and uh, some dude got a compound. His name was Champ. He a little short dude, man. I told him, he a little short
I
dude.
just interviewed Champ's cousin. I got some pictures of Champ. I knew Champ.
Okay. But Champ is a good dude, man, from DC. He little, he short, but he go hard. I tell you that. But anyway, Champ and like 4 or 5 of the homies, they come to me. They said, hey, they said, man, you vice lord. I was like, yeah. I was like, what's up? He said, you just come from Big Sandy? I was like, yeah, I was in Big Sandy. He like, he said, well, look, man, we ain't gonna get around the, we ain't gonna beat around the bush, man. He said, listen, man, there's a dude here, man. He right here. He said, this is co-defendant that you stabbed, man. So now, when he said that, now mindful now, I'm strapped though. I am strapped. I'm not strapped at the time. I'm strapped. But it's me and two of my guys. We was on the handball court, matter of fact. We was on the handball court. That's what they posted. They were like, man, this is co-defendant. He said, he just want to know what happened. I tell him, when I explained to him what happened, and Champ, he looked at him. Champ said, you cool? And the dude said, yeah. Okay. Champ said, listen, man. Well, we letting you know, man, because we cool with y'all, with the GDs and the Vice Lords and Latin King, the Black Beast. They said, we cool with y'all. He said, well, listen, we letting you know you don't have to walk around here on eggshells or nothing, man. Because we cool with y'all. He just wanted to know what happened because the kite came that the youths come here. And they wanted him to get at you. He said, but he come to me and I told him, hold on, man. Those dudes are good dudes. Let's find out what happened first. Because always two sides to a story. I told him what happened, man. And I was cool with that.
Let me ask
You
you
know
this,
what I'm
all
saying?
right? Knowing that you stabbed this dude,
Mm-hmm.
you're going to Pollock, which was around that time a DC yard. Champ
Right,
had a
that's
lot of
right.
influence. I mean, very
Mm-hmm.
intelligent dude, very well respected dude. You show
Right.
up there when they press you at first. Are you thinking in your head like, "Oh, it's about to go down"?
Exactly. That's the first thing I thought. That's the first thing I thought. Because my homie knew that came from Big Sandy on the staff. They knew I stabbed dude from DC. But I didn't know, and they didn't know that his co-defendant was there. I didn't know that. But that's how it be though. That's how when you stab somebody, you go to another prison, you gotta watch your back at all time. That's why soon I get there, and soon I get there, before I even get my property, I tell my guys, and listen, man, this is what I came here on. I stabbed dudes from DC. Because everybody know when you get into it with dudes from DC, it's a whole lot of them in the system. I said, I got into it with dude from DC, man. So I'm just letting y'all know. You know, it's oh yeah. I said, well, we cool, we do. I said, well, I'm just letting you know. That's who you know what I'm saying, I got in with, that's how I got here. You know.
Your fourth stabbing, where's that at?
My first time is that uh 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 Canaan. I'm at Canaan. This is right for it's crazy because this is right before I went to the FCI. Look, I'm at Canaan. Now, when I'm in Canaan, the officer had just got killed, William. He had just got killed. So I get there. So now Canaan was rough. Canaan yard spit all up, spit out everywhere. Whatever side you was on, I was on the blue side. So whatever side you on, you see the other guys, you got to talk to them through the fence and all that. But anyway, I get there and well, let me back up for a minute. Back in the day, I used to gamble too. I used to gamble. I used to gamble and stuff. So this was 2002. I was at Lee County, and I'm gambling. And anyway, I bought some stamps. So I bought some stamps. I bought $200 worth of stamps. Well, before I can send the money for the stamps, we go on lockdown. So I'm saying we go on lockdown. So when we go on lockdown, the guy that I supposed to send the money to during that lockdown, he gets shipped. My mom for this 2002, so he gets shipped. I'm like, damn. So, no, I said, but damn, I don't know how he wanted to send the money because I probably got information. I probably got information to send the money to him or to somebody on the street. But I don't never get it. But I probably get the information in the morning. He gave me the stamp though, because we was gambling. He gave me the stamp right at the gambling table. But I probably get information in the morning. But during that time, we go on lockdown, and then dude, he gets shipped. That's 2002. And now I'm in Canaan. This is like 14, 13 or 14. I'm in Canaan, and I see the dude, and I see him. So, so when I see the dude, I said, man, what's up, man? I'm like, yo, what's up? He said, man, you know, I ain't never get that money that you sent. I said, nah, you ain't never get it because I ain't never sent it. I said, because you ain't never give me the information. You were like, oh, okay, you know what? He said, yeah. He said, yeah, you right. So he said, yo, come out after dinner, I'm gonna give you the information. I said, yeah, I send it, man. I said, I can send it right now. Anyway, listen, the dinner time, he come out, he give me information. I gets on the phone, I get the information. They sent it. Well, the next day, Canaan, we go on lockdown. We go on lockdown about 2 weeks. Come off lockdown, the dude that I sent that I posted the money to, he went to the shoe. But when they shut down the unit, I think he got caught with a knife or something. Anyway, listen, he go to the shoe. When he go to the shoe, he sent word out. He said, hey, the five store dude owe me some bread, man. Get that bread from him. Fred said, you supposed to send it to him. I said, yeah, yeah, he gave the message. I said, I sent it to him. I said, matter of fact, I said, stay right here. So I go to the unit, come out with information. I said, this information he gave to me. I said, I sent it to him. He said, no, give it to us. I said, give it to y'all. I said, nah, man. I said, I already sent it. Now, I'm thinking that this is a press game. They're trying to press me. You feel me?
Where's this dude from? What car are they?
Huh?
What car is this?
He from Florida. He from Florida. The guy here from Florida. So look, so when he try, I feel like they trying to press me. I'm like, man. I said, nah. He said, man, the homeless said, I said, man, listen, I ain't doing it. I ain't doing it. Now, mindful, it ain't but 6 of us on my side, and it's 10 of them, it's 10 vice lords on the other side. But on my side, you know what I mean, we ain't really, you know what I'm saying, ain't got no, and then the vice lords on my side, they the drug program, and you know, they trying to do the right thing. So, but I called it for us. So now I call everybody out. Listen, man, we might go ahead and get into it with Florida. I explained to them why they said, no, G, man, listen, we can't do that. I said, man, look, this is what it is, man. You know what I mean? But see, you know, all gang members, they game members, but all of them ain't trained to go. That's just being honest. Everybody ain't trained to go. You know what I mean? So I can understand some of the youngsters, they ain't never experienced the kind of stuff they got into it. They saying they still say they part of the game, and yeah, they know their literature, and they going by the rules. But when time to go to war, it's time to go to war. Now you had one guy, you had one of my brothers. He had about a year left. Guess what I told him? I said, hey man, listen. You just stay over there, man. He went, nah, man, I'm going. I said, nah. I said, listen, ain't nothing gonna happen to you or nothing, man. You just stay over there. Cause when it go down, don't you got but a year left, man. You know what I mean? And I don't want to see nothing happen to you on my watch. Do I'm gonna be here accounting for it. You know the dude had a year left. Why you, you know what I'm saying? No, I am not doing that. So anyway, the dude now from Florida stepped in me again. So Fred say, man, look. So they showed me the kite though. They showed me the letter that he wrote. Well, I ain't gonna say he wrote it, or he might did right. I don't know. But he had my name in it. Not my real name. Just had the vice lord owe me, you know what I'm saying, money, man. Get the money up. So I said I ain't gonna pay it because I already sent it. They said, well, man, you ain't gonna pay it then. You know what? Yes, yeah, I know. Soon he say, I know what it is, I was on him. And get what his homie did then. His homie done spread out and left him. And I was on him. Me and my guys. My guys done jumped, they kicked him. They kicked him a few times because uh my jaw on his teeth got knocked out because we had our boots on and stuff. You know what I'm saying? But I was on him. I was on him, man.
You stabbed
I
him
was
right
on
then,
him.
Streeter?
Right then. Because soon he said, well, man, you know what it is. Soon he said that, I don't get a chance for you to go back and do this and do. No, it go down right then with me. That's how I was planning. I learned that. I learned that, man. And I learned one thing I did, another thing I did learn, this right here. A lot of them guys from New York and New Jersey, they carry razors in their mouth. And I've always taught, when you with one of them, don't let them get close to you. They'll spit that razor, they'll give you a $1.50 on your face. So that's one of the lessons I learned. And I seen that happen. I seen a dude was arguing with a dude from New York, arguing back and forth. Dude spit that razor out in his finger and cut it. He ain't know he got cut until you see all that blood that come down his face. You know what I'm saying? So my motto was, certain words and body language that you can use in the pen. When you use that, it's war. You know it's gonna be war. You know what I'm saying? You already know.
His
You
boys took
know.
off.
Yeah. Oh yeah. His boy just spread it out.
Didn't help
Yeah.
him at all. They didn't come
They
back.
help,
Didn't help nothing.
man. No, they helped me. The whole thing they did, lock it down. They went and got all the vice lords from both sides off the yard. You know what I mean? And they got some vice lord dudes that won't even on count, but they had it in their jacket. So when they went to the hole, when SIS came in and interviewed me, I said, listen, man, y'all got guys that ain't on count on vice lord. I don't know why you locked them up. They said, well, I said, nah, they ain't not part of us. They not part of us. I said, so you can let them dudes back out.
How many times did you hit the Florida dude?
Oh, I ain't hit him that. I hit him about 6 or 7 times. I ain't hit him because it was right there on the yard. They got Canada had police walking the yard.
You had
You
no
know,
problem. You had no problem stabbing a motherfucker in prison if
no,
you got out of line.
no, no. I ain't had no problem. See, because once I got now, don't get me wrong. I ain't never stabbed nobody before since 1998. I ain't never stabbed nobody before. I seen people get stabbed. You know what I'm saying? And ice picks with knives and you know what I'm saying? But I ain't never stabbed nobody. But once I got my first, after that, there was no looking back now. I
Let
was
me
like,
ask you
man,
this, right? From an
hmm
old school dude from Chicago, you're calling the shots on the yard over there. You're the shot
hmm
caller on your side. How do you feel when dudes come into the jail and they're like, "Yo, I'm GD or I'm Vice Lord, but I ain't on count." What do you think about that? You're like, "What?"
well, see, you're not gonna find guys from Chicago ain't on count. Now, Mississippi, Tennessee, Alabama, yeah, they gonna be like, they might come in and say, yeah, I'm Vice Lord or GD, but I ain't on count. But listen, the guys from Mississippi, one of their main reasons why, because still to this day, there's a war with GDs and vice lords. It's a big war in Mississippi.
Well,
So,
the main dude was Derek, and he ended up cooperating with the government, and he was the one calling all the shots over there in Mississippi, I think, for the Vice Lords, right, Derek?
I ain't never heard that. I ain't never heard that. I ain't never see because you got all types of branches. So I don't know who was calling. I don't think I know who is this right
Well,
here.
he's the dude. Let me just tell you this. He's the dude that
Uh,
ended up cooperating. He was the shot caller over the whole Mississippi Department of Corrections, and he ended up cooperating in that case, and he got 20 more years anyway in the feds after he cooperated. But go ahead, I'm
Well,
sorry.
well, I don't think I know is right here. They had a big there were four guys I know. It was a big stabbing and with GDs and vice lords, it was a big in Mississippi prison. And these four dudes was well known as vice lords running Mississippi. But when they came in to the feds, because they sent them from the Mississippi prison to the feds, when they came into the feds, they didn't understand the fold of how the GDs and vice lords all in one. So they weren't with that. So they saying that they is somebody. Listen, we understand. We say this. We tell them, we say, listen, man. We understand that you somebody in Mississippi, but this is how it run in the feds. Either you with this or you ain't. So at first they with it, then they started talking. They started talking like, man, these dudes are fake and woo. You know what happened after that? We got we got on their ass. Got, we got on them. Everywhere they went, they would get punished because of simple fact. This is listen. How y'all how it was going down in Mississippi. This ain't how it go down in the Fed. In the Fed, on some compounds, GD, Vice Lord, Latin King, Black Pete Stone, Mid Cobra, all those together on some compounds. Now, on some compounds, it's everything under the 5 and everything under 6 together. You know, on some compound. In the pen. FCI, they ain't got nothing going on. That shit is crazy.
What'd you go to the SMOOth program for?
I went to the SMOOth program from the incident that happened at Polar. We was all in one, GDs and Vice Lords, like King, whatever, all us in one. But one of our leaders, he had some discrepancy in his paperwork. Now, mindful now, all of us in one, but we govern our own. Only time we come together when it's a problem against another organization or another car. I put it like that. Other than that, we govern our own. Well, there was instruction, in one of our guys, one of our main guys, one of our big leaders, paperwork that was on the compound with me. Now, we read the paperwork. We read the paperwork and everything. And the GD dude who called for them, one of our brothers, Vice Lord brothers from Chicago, he took the paperwork and gave it to the GD leader. And he read it. Well, when he read it, he said, oh no, that dude can't stay on the compound. So he come to me. He said, man, I read the paperwork. He said, man, what y'all gonna do about it? I said, we gonna handle it. He said, okay, all right, we're gonna handle it. But the guy that took the paperwork to the GD, he wanted the compound. He's a nobody. He wanted the pound. And we like, man, you see, this is the thing with us too. When you from Chicago and you said you got status, we gotta know who gave you that status. And that guy right there that called himself, you know what I'm saying, he's supposed to be a 3-star university. We asked him who he give it to. He said the dude's name, but we contacted the dude. Dude said, no, I ain't gave him that. So he lied. We violated behind that. You feel me? He felt like, oh man, we violated him too bad. But that is just how I go. Hey, no such thing is too bad. This is what you get for lying. Anyway, make a long story short. So me and my guys, you know, we felt like that we handled the situation with the paperwork. We handled it. Well, the GD felt like, oh no, y'all didn't handle that right. So mindful now, we talked that night. They say, man, well, y'all handle, okay, everything good. Everything good. The next day, I'm looking in the kitchen. I go to the kitchen. Now, they don't call my guys to now. You say you've been to Polo, so I'm on B yard. They on A yard. So they talking through the fence. They talking through the fence. Most of the GD is on AR. So they talking, and the head dude, the GD, they talking, and they have some board members there. But the board members, like I said, they just the overseers. They let the dude run the compound. So they talking to my guys. So the guy, the vice door dude, he come up there and say, "Hey man, uh, y'all not working here no more. If you don't like what I just said, come around here and do something about it." So the box law them, they turn around, the GD dude them, pull out on them and try to hit them. And one of my guys named Black, he got hit up like, dude, Black got hit about 6 or 8 times. They hit Black up. But see now, I know I'm in the kitchen, deuce go on. I'm thinking it's the Mexicans. They get that one at home. So I'm in the kitchen. I do come in the kitchen and say, "Hey man," say Street, I like, "What's up?" I said, "Man, y'all just got into it with the GD." Y'all like, "What?" Like, yeah. So now my fault, it's about 4 or 5 GDs in the kitchen with me. And everybody with me. So I screw off the little broomstick. Because I ain't got no knife in there. I screw off the broomstick. I'm like, "Shit, I ain't gonna let you do it get at me." But I had some blood dudes in there. They come to me and say, "OG, listen, them GD dudes over there in the huddle, we ain't gonna let them do nothing to you." Like, man, I guess nah. I said, "Nah, we let them do nothing to you. You just stay with us." So the GD dude, so they watching me. So then the GD dude, they come to me and say, "Hey, Streeter, what's going on?" I said, "Man, I don't know what's going on. I'm here with y'all. I know what's going on." So they say emergency lockdown. So now, as we come out in the kitchen, that's our ass. They said, "There goes Streeter right there." So the Streeter come out. I said, "Man," he said, "Man, what's going on? What thought y'all was good?" I said, "Man, I'm in the kitchen. What's going on?" Come to the lieutenant office. So I go to the lieutenant office. I see one of my brothers. I said, "Man, what's going on?" They said, "Man, the GD," they tell me what happened. Ooh, he said, "But they stabbed Black." The Black got hit like 6 or 7. I said, "What?" Like, "Yeah, man." So I was like, "What?" So now, look, look, they got all the vice lords off the yard. And the dude that wanted the compound, right? They let him back out. Look, they call the guy the GD dude who got from compound. They call him up there. He say, "Keep them locked up, but let this dude here out." That's the vice lord dude. They let him out. They sent us from pull-out pen to pull-out medium. When they sent us to the medium, we mad. So okay, all right. So we started riding kites. Now the first pen that went up when they got the kite was McQuarrie, USP McQuarrie. Soon they get a kite, they went at the GD. Listen, it was an on site the pens until Crusher, this dude named Crusher, he called for the BOP for the GD till he really found out what happened. Cause it was going up. Cause we sending kites everywhere. We were sending kites, man. Yeah, don't get me wrong, the GD outnumber us everywhere we go. Everywhere we go, the GD always outnumber the vice lord. Or the Latin Kings or black people, everywhere, because there's a whole lot of them. But it was going up though.
What was it like to live in the SMU, man? What was that like, that experience?
The smooth, I started off in Lewisburg. I did phase 1 and 2 in Lewisburg, man. You gotta do your books. You get 2 phone calls a month. Um, People get started up in the smooth because in the smooth, they'll put you in the cell with anybody. They ain't care about that. They'll put you in the cell with anybody, man. And they'll put you in the rec cage with anybody. So a lot of dudes get tricked off, dudes talking on the doors, talking junk through the door, and they go to rec. The police will put you right there with them. And it's crazy. But I did my 1 and 2 at Lewisburg. I did my 3 and 4 in Colorado. And I came out. I came out and went to I left while I left the smooth. I came out and went to Atwater in California.
Worst thing you ever seen in prison after 28 years? What was the worst thing that Streeter seen?
First thing I seen is this right here is the the Mexican they cut a dude whole head off. And one of the Mexicans came down the steps with the dude head. I threw slam up when I seen that.
Where was that at, Streeter?
That was in Atlanta.
It was pretty vicious back then, right?
Yeah, Atlanta. It was 2,100 people on the compound. They have but 3 blocks. A block and B block hold 700 people. It's like it's three floors, but really 6 floors. It's like one side got 100 people, one side other side got 100 some people. You know what I'm saying? But it was rough there, man. It was rough. Atlanta. I mean, and let me tell you another story. In Atlanta, when I first went there, when I almost got killed myself. This when I almost got killed because I didn't know no better. My celly had been down 26 years. He give me the ins and out of how this stuff go. He keep telling me how it go, right? Well, during this time, man, we got on TVs out there on the rail. We got TV room. So every day at certain time we watch a certain show. So I come from outside, right? I go in the TV room. The show is on, but it ain't on TV. That's what I do. I go up there and you mm, got about 20, 25 people watching TV. I can come in from outside, go right in there and turn the TV. Mindful though, I'm still young. So everybody just looking at me. They don't say nothing to me. They just looking at me. So I turn out and say, yo, man, at 7:30, man, we watch such and such. And walked out. Well, while I'm in the cell, no. Yeah, I go in the cell, I come back, and I'm good. I got my shower stuff. I'm gonna put on the rail so I can so I can get in the shower. My seller come to me and said, Youngster, I said, let me talk to you for a minute. I said, all right, he said, come on in the cell. So I come in the cell. He asked me, he said, you ready to die, man? So I go up on the mattress. I go inside the mattress, pull a knife out. I said, what's up? I said, man, what's up, man? What's up? I said, we got beef with somebody. 'Cause that's my seller. You got beef with somebody. He said, no, they're gonna kill you. What? He said, yeah, man. He said, have a seat. I said, what's up? He said, man, why you going there and turn that TV on them dudes watching TV? I said, man, he said, man, listen, you don't do that. I said, you don't do that. He said, the only reason why nobody didn't put that knife in you because of me. They know that you my seller. So they came to me. So that was my experience. That was my first experience that I could have died.
Streeter, how old are you now, Streeter?
I'm on 57.
57 years old. You think you'll ever
Uh,
forget about the things that you've seen and experienced in prison?
oh no. When I first came home, right? I first come home. I came home December 23rd, 2020. And the only reason why, like I'll tell you before, the only reason why I came home on compassionate release on the stocking of the gun. That's how I got out. When Donald Trump, when they passed that bill and whatever, I put my paperwork in. I got immediate release. Got me released. But when I came home that night, I couldn't sleep. Every time I hear something, I'm moving around. I'm moving around. But the next day, that morning, I get stuck because my mind's still on the time frame. I got to be up at 5:30. So I'm woke, got my feet on the floor. I'm going to go and take me a shower. Guess what I'm doing? I'm looking for my shower shoes, man. I'm looking for my shower shoes. I'm looking around. I'm looking for my shower shoes. Man, where's my shower shoes at? Until I realize that I'm free. I don't need no shower shoes. Get in there and take your shower. So those things were still embedded in me, you know?
What's life like for you now? Are you working a job? What are you doing?
Yeah, I was working at Amazon. I did a story for Amazon. Amazon gave me my first opportunity to work. A lot of people don't know that, but the federal government paid Amazon a lot of money to hire federal inmates. That's why a lot of federal inmates work at Amazon.
So they gave you a chance, gave you an opportunity. How do you like being
Right.
able to be free, wake up and go to work every day?
Man, I love it, man. I love it. But there's another thing too. When Dad took me to the mall, and I'm in the mall by myself, but people kept walking close to me, kept walking close to me, kept walking. So I'm getting paranoid. So what I did, I got against the wall. I got on the phone. I called them. my sister and them, tell them to come and get me because I'm not used to the people walking that close to me. Because in prison, somebody walk close to you, they try to bring you a move. So I had to get used to that. I, I was still, I'm like, hold up, man. Hold up, these people, they walking too close. And I know they probably gonna be like, man, what's wrong with this dude? It's just that I wasn't used to that. So there's a lot of stuff that I had to get used to. But I love to be free, man. I love to be able to get up when I want to and all that. And back to not jump on the subject, but that's why I learned, that's why I love about the FCI. Because the FCI, I didn't have to, yeah, I was still on my little pen stuff. You go to the FCI, people know that you come from the pen because soon we get there, we take our chair and put it beside the wall. We don't go out there and put our chair out there. No, we put our chair out by the wall. We watching everything. Still going to the shower with our boots on, you know what I'm saying, on our feet, shower shoes in our hand and stuff like that. You know what I mean? But the FCI, a lot of people, a lot of guys from the pen, I can hear them say, man, I do this here. I go back to the pen. I said, all right, go ahead. They know they ain't trying to go back. They know they know they want to be in that drama because in the pen, any given time, it can go up. They don't want that, and you caught in it. You know what I mean?
Sometimes I think people say that as a facade, man, to try to get other people to be afraid of them when really they're afraid.
Exactly, exactly, folks. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, I got time every day. Something happening in D block, and I got to worry about is it gonna be some retaliation in our block.
It's
You know
crazy.
what I mean? And you go through that, man. Every day, you gotta go to child. Gotta go to child every day to be counted for.
100%. So listen, man, I appreciate you coming on. I know things ain't
Mhm.
always easy out there. I'm gonna post your
Right,
Cash App. Anybody that wants to
right,
donate to you, man. This
right.
brother did 28 years, man. He does have a
Mhm.
job, but it's definitely not easy. We've talked off camera. Things are definitely a
Right,
struggle. So if you want to
right,
donate to the channel this week or this today, don't donate to us. Donate to this brother right here. His link will be
right.
in there. Anything you want to say
Mhm.
before we get ready to go?
Just tell I just like to say, man, to the guys that's still in there, I left a lot of good guys behind, and one day your day is coming, man. Just keep your head up, man, and I'm still sending pictures to a few guys, you know what I'm saying, that, I don't have no ends right now, but I just, one thing is important, and uh, tell is mail. As long as they get mail, some kind of mail, man, just make their day. So just keep your head up, man, and you know everything gonna be all right, man. 'Cause your day is coming. Keep fighting. Stay in the law library. Keep
Well,
fighting
listen,
for the
brother.
law. It's
Go ahead.
changing. Yeah, I'm telling you, the laws are changing.
They're
That's it.
definitely changing. That's how
Mhm.
both me and you got out. But you know what? I'm gonna tell
Right,
people: if you like what we're doing, hit that like button, subscribe. Blood on the Razor Wire TV. Until tomorrow,
right.
you already know what it is. We're out.